Hi guys! Whoop. Welcome to another pick a card reading. So today we're going to have pile number 1, 2, and 3, if Twinkles would sit down. So pile number 1, you are assess the situation. Okay. Pile number 2, you are speak your world into being. And then pile number 3, you are make time for self-love. Okay? Alright, so these are the 3 piles. If you want to go ahead and tune in and pick, this is 1, 2 is in the middle, this is 3. Okay, so pile number 1, which is first quarter moon in Virgo, assess the situation. The first thing I want to do is pull from the Witch's Tarot. We did have the most beautiful eclipse a few days ago. I feel like I need to do a whole video on that. Okay, so we have 8 of Pentacles. Justice. I feel like you've been working on something and you want it to work this time. You want it to create money and emotional fulfillment this time. You want it to be fair. Perhaps you have worked really hard on something in the past or worked hard on this same project. Worked hard on this same project, whatever the thing is, and you didn't receive from it the way you wanted to. I just pulled up the 5 of Pentacles. So this time you want it to be fair. Like, so the effort and things that you put in, you want it to flourish, you want it to work. I feel like you're willing to work very hard on it. You're willing to take the steps. And we have the Knight of Swords and the 6 of Wands. Okay, 6 of Wands is the success card. So if you go ahead and you take the steps that you know you need to take and you just like commit to the thing, you're going to be successful. That's what I see very clearly from this. All right, King of Swords. This is going to require you to stand in your power. So let me think how to explain this. So maybe before, when you were doing the project, whatever it was, you were okay with receiving less than. You were okay with not getting everything that you actually deserved. But in order to be successful, you have to not be okay with that. You have to be like, no, I deserve this, and this is how it's going to be. Like, it's going to work now because I deserve for it to work. Like, I feel like you need to acknowledge how far you've come as a person. It's been dramatic. You're not the same person last time you did this project. You're completely different. And you have a completely new vantage point. And it's almost kind of like you've had a miniature rebirth. So a lot of the maybe like fears or issues you were having before, you just don't care anymore. You're like, nah. Like you're just like, it just like doesn't matter. And you know, the King of Swords is a person who isn't concerned, like he's at the end of his journey, right? He's not concerned about like little piddly things that, you know, he was concerned with in the beginning. At one point he was that person. At one point he was concerned about that. You are not that person anymore. The key to the success I feel for you is just choosing and making the commitment that you're going to follow through, you're going to do it, and it's going to work. And like, if you knew that it was going to work, you didn't have any doubt that it was going to work, and you're in the energy of it's working, it worked, it already worked. That is it. The energy of it already worked, okay? It's very different than the energy of it's going to work. The energy of it's going to work has like doubt in it. You're like, maybe, probably, it could. And I feel like you're oscillating between, I hope it works, it's going to work, it's about to work, and it worked. Of course it worked. Like, what are you talking about? It's totally worked, right? So asking yourself, okay, well, since it already worked, like, what did I do? Like, how did I set myself up for success? Did I set up certain systems to help me? Did I have a certain routine that helped me? Because it already worked. And because it already worked, like, what was the thing that I did that made it work more than all the other things? You know what I mean? Like, what was the thing? And working kind of like backwards of, well, it worked, and so because it worked, I have to spend this time doing this, and this time doing this, and this time doing this. And because it worked, I know I need this much revenue, so I need this much of product or whatever it is that you're doing, or I need this much creative time. And I see you being successful when approaching it from that way. And I see like it's going to open up more doors to you. Like it's going to open up like there are more things that you can do and more things you'll have access to. I know you're not quite there yet. It's like the next version of you is gonna be able to get into that. But a lot of these like restrictions or things you've been frustrated about, especially if it's in your home situation, not gonna be there anymore. 8 of Swords, the World, 4 of Wands. Like you're gonna have like a more stable home situation. So I don't know if that means if you wanted to get out of your cramped quarters, move into better quarters. I don't know if maybe you're like living at home or with a roommate, you find this annoying, you wanna go to a new place. Like you're going to have the resources and ability to control your home environment and to move. We got the Emperor. So you will be able to be in authority over your environment because you'll be able to create this sort of like abundance that you desire. That's the next thing that I feel coming in. Feeling like this King of Pentacles energy that we have up here of like, I can create the abundance that I desire. I can like shower this upon myself. Like I do have the power, the ability, the creativity. I do deserve it. Like I shall create this. It is done created. I have created it. I have created the shower of abundance, right? Twinkles agrees. You have created a shower of abundance. All right. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling for you. Okay. I'm not trying to lose all my cards here. Guess I should have fed him like cat food before I got started. Okay, I do want to pull a few more cards for you. Let's pull some esoteric ones over here. Okay, still gonna knock these on the floor. Pile number 2, where's your card? I lost your card. Yes, it's on the floor. All right, anyway, so pile number 1. The rest of what I want to talk to you about is, okay, celebrate being human, existence is a miracle, healing past timelines, ancient wisdom, the ancient ones are rising. By the project that you're working on, the thing that you're creating right now, by moving on the other side of it, it has worked and all of that, you're clearing out karmic crap from the past of like things not working, living in poverty, struggle. It's clearing out this struggle energy. Okay, I feel it really strongly. This struggle energy has got to go. You've got to let go of the identity of struggle, right? Maybe if you've been struggling for a long time and like you're used to that, it's almost like your like mental state and your like nervous system is used to the struggle. That has got to go. Because in this new energy where you're in this like Emperor energy, I'm sorry, that's my cat. There's a bug, I'm sorry. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so anyways, like you've got to let go of the struggle energy and you've just got to go that like this ancient wisdom of the body. Struggle is not normal. It's not normal. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to keep being in this difficultness. Like being human can actually be pleasurable and fun and joyful. And I do feel like it would be a good idea if you, I don't know why bowling is coming to me, but if there's something you like to go do with your friends, like go make time for that, go play disc golf, like go to the park, go swimming, go do whatever, and make sure you like balance yourself out with those human things because you're prosperous now, and because you're prosperous now, like you have time for that. A lot of times when we're in struggle energy, we don't make time for, you know, exercise or fun or games or things like that, but it's like really critical that that is a part of your life because you're not struggling anymore. Remember the reading? It said it is done. You are successful. Like you do have it. So because you are successful and things are flowing and you did reach what you wanted to reach, you know, how are you operating now? You're not operating in struggle because you're not struggling anymore. You do have overflow. You do have things working for you. Okay? All right, so pile number 2, your card is on the floor. Thanks to my good for nothing cat over here. Okay, so pile number 2, you are speak your world into being. And I feel like I want to start off with a couple of these cards. And then we'll go into the Witch's Tarot. Alright, Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. It's all coming together. Intuitive hit soul tribe, align your life. What is no longer in alignment for you? Okay. So, what I'm getting, I feel like when you're dreaming, things are shifting and changing for you. Like almost like this alchemical change on a cellular level. Whether you remember your dreams or not, it's just, I feel like there's like a shift happening. You're having like more awarenesses, you're doing things, you're waking up in your mundane reality. You're just like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I doing this? I do this every day. And then you could be something very just like hunky-dory normal that you've always done. And now you're like, wait, why am I doing this? Like, and it's because you're waking up. Like a deeper level within you is waking up and becoming like aware and cognizant, almost maybe like a little bit like this energy of it's like, but wait, I'm in a dream. What am I doing in the dream? Why am I dreaming it just like this? Maybe I could just dream it slightly differently. Okay. World, Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, damn, Strength, oh my God, Ace of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, this is crazy. All right. So the previous you as you knew it is kind of gone, right, with the World card. So a whole cycle is complete, and it's like it's time to now do things that work. Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, what's the thing you've always wanted to do? What is the thing that you are so good at? I don't know if you're doing it or not. I feel like you do know what I'm talking about though, whatever it is. You're like, maybe you've been thinking about it, you're like, well, I really know that what I actually should be doing with my life is X. Okay. That's going to work now because it's like you're like a new person and you do have the energy to bring that through. King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, you have the power and the ability to bring it into being. Queen of Wands, and you have that like passion as well. Okay, and the Strength card, like you can do it. It's a whole new endeavor. You need to focus on passion. We have Pentacles and Wands here. Passion and like the revenue is going to flow. It's just... Pentacles feels to me like prosperity and abundance. Okay. I mean, it is specifically money, but I'm really keying into the prosperity and the abundance being important. Ace of Wands. All right. I feel like it's critical to seriously tap into the passions, and you need to start whatever it is you've been thinking about starting. Aces are like, get started. What are you doing? Okay. We have the shadow side. It must be the Devil card. I think it's the Devil card. All right. The shadow side, Seven of Cups, Temperance, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. So maybe it just feels to me like your feminine side has been kind of worried about, you have some fears about the situation and you're not seeing them accurately, or like when you think about doing this thing that I'm talking about, doing the thing you know you're supposed to do, you have some ideas about maybe like why it won't work or something, but it just feels like it's like a really like deep shadow thing. And I guess the shadow has had like kind of a hold on you in the past where it's like stopped you from moving forward. But at this point, it's kind of like the shadow is just that really like it's a shadow. It no longer needs to stop you from moving forward. Honestly, it's kind of mildly ridiculous for it to keep you from moving forward, like whatever this like existential fear thing is going on here. And getting past that is going to allow the money to come. We have the Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. And as soon as you get the money flowing, it's like it's going to flow in like an avalanche. That's how it feels to me. It's going to be like whoosh. Okay, and the way you get it to whoosh is alignment. All right, let's talk about this fear more because I want to be able to really break it down for you so you can see what's true. Okay, what does pile number 2 need to know about this fear so they can see that it's not true? That it's a lie and it's been a lie the entire time. Show me. You're afraid of losing things. You're afraid of like you're going to make a decision and then it's going to be irreparable and you're not going to be able to fix it. And like you're going to lose your comfortable life. Like you have what you've already built. And maybe like you're bored with what you've already built, right? Like your life it's fine. Like I'm sure it's great. Like I'm not feeling like your life is like bad in any way. Like it's totally fine. You've had worse. You've had so much worse in the past that even though your life isn't like this amazing magical unicorn life that you want, it's like very comfortable, and it's basically light years ahead of maybe like what you've had in the past. So as far as you're concerned, you're like, no, this is great. You don't understand how bad I've had it. So it's kind of like this fear of like, oh, but what if I make the wrong choice? By going on this new path, it's going to destroy the old. And like, what if I can't go back? Because like, I like the way my life is. It's comfortable. Like I'm not having a lot of problems. Like, you know, I am comfortable where I am. But in your comfortableness, the past few years, you have been on like a Six of Swords. You have been on an emotional journey. But you're kind of like, it's kind of like, I kind of want to like extend this like comfortableness that I'm in. And like, oh, I know I'm on the journey. But what you're doing is you're just like remanifesting being on the journey and being on the journey and being on the journey because it's safe, because you're scared to go forward, because you're scared of losing everything, because what you've got is way better than what you've had in the past and you don't really want to lose it. And you're like, well, I really do want to go towards the new life. But like, I also don't want to lose all this stuff because it's just, it feels like trauma from loss. You just had a lot of loss and it's just like, oh my God, I just like don't know if I can do that again. Can I do that? So there is more stability in the future. 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands, and the Moon card. They're calling it karma, but it's the Moon card. So following your gut instincts is going to lead to this stability. So, okay, in the past, when you had difficult circumstances in your life, it got very difficult because you weren't following your gut instincts, okay? And so it's not, what's happening is your subconscious is associating fear of change with, like, it could go awry, okay? But making choices not based on your inner alignment is what creates difficult circumstances. Change itself does not create difficult circumstances, okay? Change can be good or change can be bad. And I think your subconscious is just associating the changes you had in the past with then I made my life so difficult and so hard and I just don't want to do that again. I can't handle it. So it's like, well, I just don't want to do anything. So I'm just like going to sit here frozen because I don't want to make a choice because like I made my life so hard in the past when I made choices. But those choices were not made out of alignment. They were made out of misalignment, which is why it created the difficulty. I feel like you need some emotional healing around this issue. You need to remind yourself that, you know, it's not going to go awry, okay? You can trust yourself. You can trust yourself. In order to get out of this holding pattern that you're in and move forward into the new life that you want with this Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Strength, Ace of Wands, all these magical things happening, divine synchronicities and all of that, you have to trust yourself. You have to trust that you're going to make the right decision. You have to tap into your body every step of the way and feel, is this the correct thing for me? Am I doing the right thing? And in that way you will be able to move forward. Trusting yourself is like super critical. And Twinkles agrees because here he is. Come here, you want to come fluff up the cards again like you've already done like 3 times? Okay, let me see if I have any last notes for you. Trust yourself, I feel like, is the big vibe here. Super important. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking it. Keep facing your true north. Yeah. Go first. The universe will catch you. Yeah, I feel like you are already doing it, but you're not doing it on a grand enough scale. So what's happening is you're not receiving to the degree that you want to. In order to receive more, you're going to have to, like, choose to go first. The universe will catch you. So trust yourself. Do the thing your gut instinct is telling you to do. When you feel into your body, when you feel into your core, what is the thing that it is telling you to do? Okay? Like the thing that you know in your knowingest knower, that's what you need to do. Alrighty. Pile number 3. Pile number 3. Make time for self-love. I feel like you need some nurturing and some caring. It feels to me like not being so hard on yourself, allowing yourself to receive, telling yourself that it's okay, forgiving yourself. I don't know why forgiving yourself is coming up. You could even do like EFT tapping to forgive yourself. I feel like that's a solid idea. But just allowing release, allowing your body to feel relaxed, to feel open, to feel like it's in that massive receive mode, and just like let go of all this contraction. It doesn't matter. It's not important. You don't need it. Okay. What do we have for you? Pile number 3. Page of Cups, Queen of Swords, the World. Page of Pentacles, Strength. Wheel of the Year, 2 of Cups. I feel like you're letting other people's emotions get mixed up in your body. And then what you're doing is you're going into your head because you're not sure what to do, because you're feeling emotions of yours and emotions of other people's. And so therefore you're not sure how to like navigate this. You're just getting a little too swept up in other people's feelings. I feel like there is, let's see, Page of Pentacles, Strength, Wheel of the Year. The thing that there's something that you want to do, or it kind of feels to me like a person. It feels a little more like a person. You're more relationship oriented than the other 2 piles. That's what your message is kind of centering around. You are wanting to maybe have a relationship with someone, or be more connected to someone. You want to be more connected to others in general. And it's like you feel kind of blocked from doing that. And sometimes you're like, well, maybe it's not my time. But what I'm feeling is like you're a little bit kind of shielding yourself from relationships and from other people, because you get all bowled over by their emotions. Whoever these negative people are in your life, the emotions are becoming overwhelming for you. So you're kind of like, you have like a shield up, and that's why you don't have more connection, but you really do desire connection very much. And maybe there's some people at your job that you really like. But I'm just not feeling like it's the deepest thing. There's just like a couple of coworkers maybe you really enjoy spending time with. But you just want something deeper, and you feel kind of alone. You're like, I'm just not sure why, I just don't have more. 9 of Pentacles, the Emperor. I feel like being in your creativity is really important. When you're in your creativity, you feel connected, you feel happy, you feel joyful. And that allows you to be in your own world. You feel emotionally fulfilled. I feel like working for yourself would probably make you happy, but you worried about being too alone by working by yourself. But there's some definite benefits to that. I feel like you might be, I don't know if introverted is the right word, but maybe you spend a little bit more time by yourself. And I do feel like that can be because you find all these energies from all these people too harsh. 5 of Wands. And you deserve to block out people that are pulling on your energy and making you feel not well, or making you feel like you can't do what you want, or back and forth. And it might be time to like spend less time with those people, or end the friendships and go in a new direction. Yeah. Maybe you're afraid, like, if you leave those people, they're going to get very mad at you, and they're going to get very hurt, and you feel attached to them. Yeah, like you're afraid that like if you're in your power, then maybe they'll reject you and then you'll be even more alone, and you just don't want to be alone. Nobody wants to be alone. And so then you're like, oh, but I don't know like how to change this. Like, what decision do I make? How do I get through this? So I feel like you deserve to be around people that you enjoy being around. You deserve to have people that love you and support you. And even if it's only one person in your reality, it's probably going to benefit you greatly if you just focus on the people that are, even if it's just one person, making you feel better and rising you up, as opposed to the people that are pulling you down. And limit your time with the people that are pulling you down. Like, you don't deserve to be pulled down like that. Like, it's like you just have to decide, like, I'm just not going to do this anymore. Like, you know what? The universe can sort this out for me. I don't have to know everything. I don't have to figure everything out. But the universe does know, the universe can figure it out. And so that would require making a choice. Just being like, God, angels, universe, I choose to limit the people that are draining my energy. And I choose to spend more time with people that enliven me, make me feel good. So we have, let's see, Shelter, Home, Melancholy Hill, Life, Laundromat, Sky, Library. I feel like you can just like choose another reality. Okay, by changing your focus, you can just choose another reality. And I would focus completely on the people that make you feel happy and connected and joyful, and literally just focus on them. And then just kind of block out the other people, because that will put you on a new timeline where you are feeling nourished and you are feeling good and like everything is working out for you. So definitely focus on the connection and focus on those people that are important to you. All right. Trust yourself always. Trust others once they've earned it. Trusting yourself is more important than trusting others, for sure. Live your life with both feet in. Commit fully to being here. Stay present. That's where life happens. Yeah. Live your life with both feet in. Commit to fully being here. If you were like excited about life and you were feeling really joyful, what would you be doing? What people would you spend more time with? I feel like too, maybe you need to reach out more to the people that you like and be like, hey, do you want to go to the movies? Do you want to go to the park? Do you want to go do this fun thing? There's like a fair that's coming up, do you want to do that? And maybe reach out a little bit. I feel like there are a lot of people in your life that, I don't know why coworkers are coming to me, they like really like you, but they feel like you're a little maybe like introverted, so, and they're just like not really thinking too terribly much about inviting you to do things. So maybe you should be like, hey, you want to go do such and such? And they're like, oh yeah, of course. So they'll definitely want to go with you, you know what I mean? The people that you like. So I would form stronger connections with the people that you like and really uplift you. And literally just forget about all those negative people. That'll switch you on a new timeline, and then you'll be focused on the things that are working. And when you focus on what's working, you get more and more of what's working. When you focus on what great friendships you do have, you get more and more of those. And they strengthen and they expand, because the universe always gives you what you are focusing on. All right, so in this reading, I used the Witch's Tarot. I also used You Are Here. Messages of Cosmic Oracle cards. Those are on Amazon. That's where you get those. Let's see. Children of the Cosmos. I believe I got this on Etsy. And then Rebecca Campbell. Work Your Light Oracle cards. And last but not least, Moonology Manifestation cards. Alright guys, I'll see you in another reading. Bye.